Okay. It's gonna probably go to, I think, either YouTube or whatever. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out in the middle somewhere. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do is have you guys go to the YouTube to make sure that I am actually streaming there. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go to add media. I'm going to go to, this may or may not work, but we're gonna try it, right? Because it's fun. It's fun to test these things out and see if they work. For some reason, when I'm using this on Hyper, it's extremely slow, and I don't fully know why, but let's hope that it works. Are you guys still with me? I can't even see that because this thing types so slow that hopefully you guys are still there. Okay, it says Venus Variation is now streaming on Twitch. Do you guys see that? Okay. Okay, Venus Variation at 300 and blah, 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 blah subscribers. So we're going to just go to right to the live. Okay. Can you guys see my live? Tell me yes or no. Hopefully it's yes. Okay, I'm going to move this down. I don't know how to put the chat in there as well, but hopefully this will work. Hi, Shishi. Do you see me on YouTube and Hyper at the same time? Is it cool or what? Let me send you the private link. I only have given it to a couple people, but I will send it to you. And maybe you can help me test this out. Yeah, so if you guys do see it, definitely confirm with me. And if this works, I'll tell you guys how I did it so you can do it too. Okay, now, one of the reasons I wanted to stream my screen at first is actually, hi Luz, good to see you. How are you doing? Welcome in. One of the reasons I wanted to do it this way is because I want to show you guys step by step how it is that I do the things that I do. And a lot of you who have kind of not been able to see me, not been able to spend any time with me. No, I'm not going to be killing Santa, but I may be slightly mauling Santa. We'll see, Luz. So one of the things was that I wanted to show you guys how I do what I'm doing while I'm actually doing it. So I have my this week's model up. As you guys know, every single week I create a new model. And a lot of you may wonder, what the hell is that process? How the hell does she do it? Am I right? I'm not going to attack Santa. I'm going to maul Santa. Actually, I think mauling would technically be attacking Santa. Oh gosh, maybe I am going to attack Santa. Okay, so tell me, those of you who can see me on Hyper, do you see my screen? As I go to these other screens, are you guys able to still watch me as I'm going through each of the things? If not, that's the purpose I'm doing this. We're only having a private stream. It's just me and you guys. Nobody else knows that I am live. Nobody else knows that I'm here except for the people that have followed me or actually do hopefully like to watch me. Um, okay, so I say that to say this. A lot of you guys have been out there struggling with how do I get a model? How do I put my model onto my phone and all this? How do I create a model, right, if I don't have a PC? So I wanted to answer a lot of these questions for you guys using my own model, which one of the questions that I almost often get from all of you guys is after you make a model, how the hell do you get it out of your computer and onto your hard drive or your phone or whatever? So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. If you're wondering, Venus, why the hell are you making this stream? I'm going to tell you guys. I just found out that my YouTube has canceled me. I have been copyright striked by I don't know how many freaking companies for the last time that I tried to teach you guys how to do all of this. And the reason is we're not allowed as VTubers or really as content creators to actually use music in our streams. It has to be DMCA free. Is that correct, Gigesh? Am I correct in saying that? I'm not sure if it's fully Hi, Kiwi. Good to see you. I'm glad that you came. Oh, no, don't be sorry. It's okay. If you want to lurk, that's fine. Zofta's like, wait, what? Yeah. So basically, you guys can't play music on your streams or you will get a copyright strike. If you're wondering, Venus, what the hell is a copyright strike? Once you have your YouTube channel, and a lot of you out there who are VTubers, you're like, let me start my YouTube channel. Let me have a YouTube channel. Well, the thing is, the time to start a YouTube channel is when you clearly have your direction of where you want to go. Because sometimes, if you have streams on YouTube and you play music, especially for those of you out there who sing, I'm talking to you guys. You can get copyright strike for using the music in the background. You can get copyright strike if the music can be heard. I put the links in my vid and rarely place problems. Oh, you know what? Then you might be the person for us to go to, Kiwi, on a couple extra tips. There you go, guys. Kiwi may have some tips on how you guys can find your way around this. But the reason that I decided to have this is because I didn't know any of this. And now I have had copyright strikes, and basically I cannot do anything about it. I'm fucked, you know. Hi, Mochi. Welcome in. Guys, Mochi just got her ear pierced for the first time. And so she's in resting. Thank you for the coins. Oh my gosh, that's very, very sweet. Wait a minute, how can an anonymous person give me coins? This is a private stream. That's very strange. Hmm. I'm not sure what I think about that. Lou said, if I ever told you, but I use my own music and okay, here's the thing about using your own music. Those of you guys who use your own music, you don't have anything to worry about. Those of you guys who are musicians, if you're creating the music yourself, check out things like BandLab, which is free on your phone for people in your situation, Shishi, who don't yet have a PC. You guys can get the app BandLab and go that direction. But if you have any popular music that you're singing or that's playing in your stream, there is a chance you're going to get a copyright strike. I was playing Halsey. I was playing, I don't know, I was playing a lot of music. Lo-fi. It didn't matter how obscure I thought it was, I still ended up getting in trouble. So I decided to have this stream to teach you guys the same thing but with no music until I get this whole music situation figured out. Which, by the way, shameless plug, I will be putting my music on Spotify. Wink, wink. But the only thing is, before that happens, and I do actually own the music that I release or play in these videos, I will not be able to use those music ones. Okay, I have to go to class. Thank you for lurking, Kiwi. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great class. Yes, it does matter. Whether you're monetized or you're not monetized, it is still going to matter in the sense that the person who is monetized that you're using the music from, aka the company, because the artist is never the bad guy, you guys. The artist is very rarely suing you guys out there making a copyright claim. No, you know who it is? It's freaking the record companies and the publishing companies that are out there giving claims against you guys as VTubers. So, no, even if you put the links in the video, even if you have all of those things, whether you're making money from the video or monetized or not, you can still get a copyright claim. Okay, so what I'm going to show you guys is when you have finished your VTuber and you're ready to export them, as I am for this week's, and I'm going to be changing. This is a little peek for you guys. Thank you, Geekish. I appreciate you saying goodbye to Kiwi. So when you're going to be actually changing your model out, what you're going to do here is you're going to go to export as VRM. VRM basically stands for virtual reality model. And as you guys know, many of these models have made it big, so to speak, in VR chat. Do we have any VR chat users in here today on the YouTube or on Twitch in Hyper? Anybody? If you guys are using VR chat, I do have a video on how you can export yourself and import yourself into VR chat. So definitely check that out. But in the meantime, Pastel Heavy Metal V is going to be uploaded. I will put my name here. Nobody tell anybody, please. This is a secret that no one needs to know. Okay. This is actually the second model of Pastel, so we're going to put version 2. And then, of course, as you guys know, I don't like violence or sexual acts against my models. Then we click export, but you guys can choose whatever you want to. Do you see my screen here where it allows me to choose where it's going to be saved? If you guys can't see it, let me know. And I'll actually take a picture and I'll post it somewhere for you to see it online. You always want to choose your actual VRoid folder. If those of you who are using VRoid, those of you who are using Blender, you guys are way too smart. And I probably can't help you with any of this. You guys are much smarter than me. I have not been able to figure out Blender at all. So now that we've basically been exported, I'm going to show you guys how I get those neat little hand movements and how I change my model in Unity. If you guys are wondering, is Unity a little too advanced for you guys? It's not. I'm going to show you step by step at least one or two things here that you guys at home can do with Unity that's very, very easy. And it's probably been something that you've been wanting to do for a while. Continue to ask me questions. As I hop over here to OBS, I can answer questions for you guys from OBS as well. I have to go. Love you, V. I love you too. Thank you so much for those of you who have come to the test stream and are asking me anything. I'm not a mod. I've been welcome, people. You don't have to anymore. Yes, I'm not sure if that was removed, but we can talk about that later, Geekish. I did want to mention that to you. Thank you, Zoft. I appreciate it. You know, Blender doesn't mean you know how to model a VTuber. Well, actually, it's much easier than using Blender. And I'm going to show you how easy it is. So here, as you guys can see me, maybe I'm zooming in a little too much. Let me know if I am. Oh, okay, I'm a little too big. My head is a little too big. But this program that we use here as VTubers, and those of you who are going to be like Shishi, starting to use more sort of upgraded VTuber capabilities, this is stuff that you guys will want to learn about. I do have a VTuber workshop in my Discord, but until you guys can go to that, I can show you here. So we would go to avatar selection, and we're just going to select our new VTuber, who's here, Pastel Heavy Metal. Her outline has not yet been changed, but I'm going to show you how I also put her at the same time into Hyper. So keep watching. Now here I have, as you can see, turned into myself. This is this week's Venus, so to speak, right? So what I will basically do is go here to OBS, and I'm going to change the scene that I'm actually using. So I have this little plus symbol, and I basically tell it that I'm going to be putting in a new scene, which is called a media source. And from here, this is going to be my pastel scene, right? Because this week is Pastel Venus. So I browse for the item, which I happen to know is in the downloads, but I did not put it there. So hold on a second. Oops. This part is a little tricky. I did forget to open it up again, but hopefully when I go to Discord, and I have a secret server that I have made where I only add my avatars, my secret avatar things. So this is how I will put that same avatar just by going to quick access here. I'll just select that avatar, put it in here, and now, are you guys still with me? Type yes in the chat if you are, and watch the magic happen, both on Hyper as well as on YouTube, as well as on Twitch. So I'm going to download this and basically say that I want to put this into if another format. It's for some reason not opening. Geekish, you will like this. This is actually something that I have created on Canva. Geekish uses Canva a lot to create overlays and things like that for many VTubers. Are you still with me, Geekish? You're gonna lurk? No need to stay and monitor chat? You await my DM? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I don't know if you're lurking and if you heard me talking about you, but hopefully you did. Hello, Reina. I am actually on Hyper as well as on YouTube right now and Twitch. I'm teaching how I do some of the things that I do here. So one of those things happens to be changing the VTuber model. And I'm showing how the scenes work with changing the scenes. You're going to end up needing to know this as well at some point. Black magic is how I do it. Those of you who want to see the secret, quote unquote, secret stream that I'm having on Hyper and support in there, you definitely can. I'll link that here. Why not, right? So what I'm going to do now is once I download this scene from my secret Discord, which is for some reason it's not working. I don't know why. It's very strange. Okay. Okay. I am, however, having some technical difficulties, so we will restart Discord. How's my eye doing? I'm still wearing the eye bandage at the moment. It's still not downloading. What the F? I'm still actually wearing the eye bandage, but I have gone over and changed my VTuber to a little bit of a happier vibe than I had from last week's vibe. What do you think of it? Were you expecting something like this? Probably not. Hopefully, I surprise you guys almost every week. And I want to. I like that actually. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm basically going to tell my phone to save my VTuber 2 files. And sometimes these things work very slowly. I'm not 100% sure why. And now, for those of you who are in my secret stream of Hyper, I will show you that I change my avatar very easily here. So now I have this other avatar and I can easily upload my new avatar. How are you doing, Reina? Will you be coming to sing with us this Saturday in the Discord? I hope so. Okay, so from here, what you're gonna do when you start creating scenes for your VTuber, and you can create entire rooms, you guys. You don't have to stick to just an overlay. I am gonna show you an overlay, but you don't have to stick to that. So you're gonna go to properties, and then you're going to basically select. We're gonna select a different one because the overlay I wanted doesn't seem to be working. This kind of gives you guys an idea of how I sort of set things up, but we're going to just use one of the ones that I have used on Twitch, specifically on Twitch, and I believe it was called Pink Polka back then, right? Those of you who have been here with me since the beginning may or may not remember this. And we're going to tell OBS that we want to loop this. So we're going to check loop. Okay, and look, voila! Starting soon. This is the starting soon screen. Do you guys remember this? I'm doing good, love. I'm exhausted. Your fourth shift? Oh my gosh, that's insane. Thank you for 2 coins, by the way, those of you that are seeing me in the secret hyperstream. I appreciate that you are here with me still. So what we're going to do, we hide things that we don't want to show. For instance, for your starting soon screen, you guys are not going to want people to see your VTuber, right? So we might have a song here. This might have background music or something like this that plays. And I do have all of that set up, but I want to show you guys how to set it up and answer your questions if you guys have any on how to do this. So what we would do from here basically is once we have our scene, let's say if we wanted to use a um, a gaming scene, not the starting soon scene, then we have that as well. And we'll tell it to loop, which it does. And as you can see, it's making room for the little chat box up here. So the way that OBS works is that we would just pull these things down underneath our VTuber in order to show them. Does that make sense, you guys, so far? Hi, it's me, you guys. Do you see me there? So now you guys should be able to hopefully see me as well as the little chat box. Now you might say, well, Venus, the chat box is underneath where the little polka place should be. This is also very easy to fix when you guys use streamelements.com. This is free. And this is a savior for us as VTubers. I will show you how it works. On our browser, let me make sure I'm sharing my display. Okay. When we go to our browser here, I have already opened, and I know I have 1,000 ones open. I apologize in advance for this. But here is Streamelements. And as you guys can see, this is the chat box. All I would have to do is move this up as I'm doing here. save it as you're seeing I do here. And then when I go back to OBS, if I go back on pastel scene, it will allow me to do what's called a refresh. I can actually refresh the scene so that it happens in real time. Yo! Oh my gosh, you know what? You don't even need to refresh anymore. Apparently, it's happening in real time already. Okay, so let's test it out then. We'll take the box. We'll perfect it, Move it over a little bit and see where it is. Okay. Maybe we may need to move it up a bit, to the right a bit, right? And then look at this. OBS actually follows along with us, allowing it to refresh itself, which is very, very cool for those of you who are streamers to be able to use these. Happy to be here. Gives me a reason to stay awake at work. I'm happy to hear it. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. Those of you who are in the secret hyper stream, if you're still watching and you still can hear me, please press F in the chat for finally Venus is streaming, right? Okay, so now one of the things that you guys often may want to do is not only obviously putting your VTuber inside the chat, but also having your VTubers outline to be changed. And that's something for me that I always want for my VTuber. Because let me show you guys something very interesting. When you guys are going to get that 2D looking VTuber style, which I know a lot of you guys like, this one is not. This one is more 3D. But if you closely look, this outline is a very bad color and you cannot change this color except for in Unity. So one of the things I wanted to teach you guys today is actually how to change that outline color within Unity. So let me go a little bit bigger here. I'm going to go to the side on Unity. How am I doing with size so far, you guys? Hey, Knock, good to see you. At least this stream is at not at 2 a.m. I'm sorry, she. I know she. Have to learn. See you. Okay, Luz, I thank you for coming, sweetness. Hi, Hard. Good to see you. It's been too long. Are you thinking about making a VTuber? I've been VTubing for a year. Can you believe that? Who better for these new VTubers to learn from than me? I've seen it all in this journey. I sound like probably an old woman, but I don't think that there's any such thing as an old woman VTuber. Since we're literally all the same age, am I right? Anime age. Thank you for cheering with bits. I appreciate it, Luz. I'll see you soon, Luz. So I'm actually having a secret stream. For those of you who don't know, I have a hyper online, and for anyone who wants to be a VTuber without having a model and just using your phone, no PC, definitely check this out if you want to. But my job is hopefully to teach you guys how to be professional VTubers. Actually, what is known as VTubers long before mobile VTubing. And for those of you who do want to do those cool things like change expressions and add hand movements and all this kind of stuff, streaming onto YouTube and Twitch instead of just mobile or using your mobile, I'm your girl. So as I said, the last video that I tried to make with you guys, teaching you all of this, got copyright strike, which is why I'm back again. Shady's back. No, Venus back with an awesome, awesome lesson. I hope to teach you guys everything I know. So Those of you who have just come in, anime age, it is anime age, right? Because anime never ages. Anime has gone on for such a long time, and there is literally just no age to it. It's eternal, I think. Um, okay, so let me show you guys how to manipulate your VTuber inside Unity once you have the VTuber you want. As you guys can see here, this is me. But look, if you look at me closely, my outline is not black. And we want to change that specifically. So we're going to do that together in Unity. Now, this is some stuff that I have learned from Stella, and I wish Stella was here to help us with all of this. Like Ash Ketchum. Yeah, exactly. Ash Ketchum never going out of style. Ash Ketchum never having an age, right? No matter what age you are, you know who he is, and you know about Pokemon. And the reason is because basically it's everlasting. It's been around forever for most of our time. So I'm gonna start Unity here, and I'm gonna link you guys to Unity. Those of you, how many of you out there have a PC and can use Unity? And how many of you out there don't have a PC and cannot use Unity? Because this will determine whether or not you will be able to do these things. If you're not able to do these things and you don't have Unity, it does not mean that all is lost. Those of you who may or may not have watched my recent shorts, I have shown you guys how to make your own clothes as well as tattoos and blushes and all kinds of things for your VTuber, including horns, which will be coming out very soon. Those of you who seem to love horns and little eye patches like the one you guys have seen with me, you guys can create all of your own items. But let's say you don't want to create your own items. You just want to dress your model, your VTuber model. I'm here to show you guys how. So, if I'm still streaming on Hyper, those of you who are watching, to let me know how it is streaming, please check it out and type anything in the chat there. Hi, Ninja. Good to see you. Long time no see. Welcome in. Knock, I know that you have been messing with Unreal Engine 5, and you will be able to be the best person to talk to, especially about creating rooms for VTubers. Oh gosh, okay, my phone is dying. Those of you who are hyper online, if you can hear me and see me, please let me know. Uh, Give me 1 second. I'm going to hop over to my floor and plug in my phone. Unity? No, no, knock. I'm actually thinking about Unreal Engine. I believe Unreal Engine is the way to go, especially with gaming communities, which are closely related to VTubing communities. So I see a lot of professional VTubers using Unreal Engine rooms and rooms that they create inside of Unreal Engine. Can you guys still hear me? Those of you who were with me on Hyper Online? If you guys can, please let me know. And back. What commercials? Welcome back. You didn't miss anything. We were just actually talking about specifically Unreal Engine 5, where it's like VR chat, but you actually create the rooms yourself. So Unreal Engine is an option for those of you VTubers who want to take a chance and possibly learn these new methods of what established VTubers are using. As well as another thing, which is dressing your own model, and even shopping on booth.com if you need to get something specific for your VTuber. This is my channel, but we're not going to go to my shop. I'm going to show you guys the entirety of booth.com. If you type in the search VRoid, because that is the type of model that you do have, do you guys see me? Do you hear me? If you guys see or hear me, let me know because I'm not sure what it says there. But let's say hypothetically we didn't want our model to wear this anymore. We wanted to put something else on our model. You guys can do just that, and I'm going to show you how. Um, we're going to take something that possibly does use a hoodie. So we're going to type in hoodie. And look, voila, we have many, many options. But what if you're poor? You might ask. What if you're a poor VTuber and you haven't made a lot of money yet, or you don't have a lot of money? This is how you can dress yourself for free. Here is what I do. In booth.com, there is a marker up here called filter. You can actually change the amounts completely to 0 to find and filter out anything that may be free. I'm with stupid is one of these. Free VRoid Christmas hoodies. I think this might be funny, so let's click on this. Now, this creator may or may not, and I cannot stress enough for us poor VTubers, those who make and create clothing and things like that, it's fine that we can use those items, but we always, always want to make sure that we are crediting those artists for the things that they are doing or what they create, right? So, I say that to say this. Before we download anything, we're going to check if this creator is one of those. This person says, use Shrike access to show me how you use my assets on Twitter. I would love it if you credit me, but it is not necessary. Okay, so we know that if we post a picture or two of our VTuber and we're going to be wearing this, we can and probably should give credit to them. So we're going to download this. Okay. Let me know if you guys see it going to my downloads. I like to also, and you guys don't have to do this, I like to say who I'm downloading things by because I do like to give credit to the artist. Okay. So we got these Christmas hoodies. Now that we have these Christmas hoodies and we right click to extract in here, we just go to VRoid Studio and we say edit texture, right? Are you guys with me so far? Type in the chat if you are or if you can hear me or not. If you're seeing me on YouTube, type in the chat. If you're watching me on Hyper, type in the chat. Now with the brand new Twitch system, you can chat. Yes, I know. I read about that and it's very exciting too. Uh, and a lot of indies are getting into streaming with UE5. Yeah, yeah. A lot of bigger VTubers, like more famous VTubers, and indies are using UE5 as an option. So here we're gonna just get rid of my specific pastel kill 'em all Metallica hoodie, and the way we do that is just okay, don't worry about the fact that I'm see-through in the middle of my body. We're just going to click on the plus to add a new item onto ourselves. And this will give us an idea of where the hoodie is. Not this, because that's a very bad way to find things. Okay. Here, the hoodies should be located here. So we're just gonna pick one. Chat, type in the number if for the chat, which one you guys think I should pick. Which one do you guys want to see me wear? Do you want 5, 1, 2, 7, which is looking crazy, or 9? You guys choose. Hyper, I'm giving you my secret choice. Let me know if you guys think I should choose that. Thank you for following me, by the way, Luz, on Hyper. I appreciate it. Shishi and Psycho, if you guys see that part, just feel free to type it in the chat. Let's see what everybody picked. 7. Ooh, they saw my secret 1. Okay, so we are going to go with 7 because it looks cool, right? We'll basically be an entire Christmas gift at this point. And just like that, you would have this item on. You could save it, but you don't always have to. We're going to save it just because. And then all you would do as a VTuber is export yourself as a VRM file. Again, going through the process which I showed you guys before. I will export myself. This doesn't match my hair, and you guys know how I am about fashion. But we'll just do an upload to VRoid Hub type of test. Create a new character, yes. We're gonna call her Christmas Venus, right? I sometimes don't know how to type my own name. Okay, so once we call ourselves Christmas Venus, VRoid Studio will make us choose. Okay, Shishi has not typed in there, so we don't know what Shishi picks. But here it says take a whole body pick. So we're gonna do that. We're going to take a body pick, and then we're gonna take a portrait pick, right? Let's pick a nice little pose. Something down here. I bet you guys didn't know that you guys have these down here and that you can stop these from posing. Okay, and now we just say upload. Once this does its thing, our VTuber is available for download for Hyper, for Vertu, for use on Twitch, for use on YouTube. You guys, I cannot stress to you enough. Take a chance with this. Try doing this for yourself. Ninja, you can easily get shirts and pants and things that you will like to wear for your VTuber. You can find those in this 3D shop, but you guys can also look on DeviantArt as well. DeviantArt has wonderful textures too, which are totally available to all of you. Hardy says, yes, I can hear. Okay, that's wonderful. So now that I know, you thought you were not allowed to simulate stream. You can. I believe that there was a change made with Twitch. I don't exactly remember what it was, but I'm doing this through Hyper. And Hyper is, I think you're on there with me too. I'm not sure if I see you on there, Ninja, but you can join on there if you want to as well. But as you guys can see here, now that I have exported it, watch this. All I have to do is download it and I can stream with it easily. I can also, right now with you guys, add myself in a Christmas sweater to the actual stream itself that I'm with you guys on. This is totally something that you guys need to be taking advantage of. If you don't have a lot of computer space, you don't have to worry about it because the other option is this doesn't take up a lot of space on your computer. This is saying it wants to call me something else. So we're going to call this whatever our name was here. Christmas Venus. Okay. And then always, if you guys can remember, make sure to save your VRM avatars inside the same folder that you created them, which is VRoid. And there's a folder there called avatars. So here we would just go there and voila, it's me, the Christmas Venus. So we would say select, and then as you guys can see easily, how not the other word? How not the other word? I do not know. I wish it was the other way around, to be honest. But unfortunately, it's not. Guess who went into the rabbit hole? How to make a quest model? Uh-oh, that's something that you're going to be holding a VTuber workshop on, Shishi, I hope. I want to hear all about it. Let me save this. Let's save as Christmas Venus. We're gonna we're gonna get away from this Christmas Venus for now because we do want to save her with her little hoodie, but we're gonna change into our original model. So to show you guys, let me go to the Slipknot hoodie for now. But for those of you who are on Hyper, you might wonder, well, but that's all on the PC. How do you actually do this and add this model specifically to Hyper? And I'm going to show you how. I personally use Discord for that. And right now, Discord is being a biatch. And it's not letting me even download my own creations for some strange reason. But you guys will be able to just upload your avatar to Discord, or you can also use Doc. I believe it's what is it called? DocuSign? No. Google Drive. You know, there's I thought it started with a D. I don't remember what it was called. There's a one that starts with a D that you can basically hold your files online. These are the types of ones that you guys want to use to quote unquote hold your VRMs. How many models of bone have? They have a lot of bones actually. You can remove some and things like that, but it is definitely an issue with Quest models. You can't do it on your phone. Well, that's something we can do together if you want to, Shishi, and you can use my model as an example. Hi, yes. How are you doing? Good to see you, by the way. I'm streaming a bunch of how-tos. I don't know if you have any questions about all this, or if you know about this, you can help the people that are in the chat. Okay, so basically from here, once you have this model, you can actually upload them to any Dropbox. That's what it was called. Gosh dang it. Okay, you guys can use Dropbox and just upload your model there. You don't even need to really have an account or anything like that. I have test vocal here, but it doesn't really matter. Um, but you can just upload the model and then download the model right to your phone. Does that make sense for you guys? I gotta go. I'm gonna have to help my patients. Oh, okay, Reina. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you were able to learn something from all of this. I'm glad to see you at the same time that we're both awake. Yes. Be right back. You're lurking eating breakfast? Okay, take your time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm definitely hydrating or dying straight, Reina. Thank you for reminding me of that. I appreciate it. Okay. So, oh gosh, yes, I can't wait to sing with you guys either. Saturday, right? We're doing it Saturday. Saturday. Those of you who have not yet joined the Discord, You guys are missing out. Here's how I get my Discord link for when I'm live, so you guys know. I'm showing you guys all of this kind of behind the scenes stuff because I want you all to be able to do this type of stuff on your own. Recovery is going good. I'm basically not having as much pain today, which is one of the reasons I decided to stream. Another reason is I got copyright strikes, and I was very sad about this. And so, because of that, um, I decided to have another session where I'm showing how to do these things. One that's completely silent and doesn't have any music playing. You can hear me on Hyper, Shishi? Or you can't hear me on Hyper? Oh my gosh. I don't understand how this situation works with the Hyper. It sometimes retracts and then goes away, or I'm not sure how it is. But thank you though for the hearts, guys. I appreciate it so, so much. So I was thinking maybe today while I'm working on stuff, you guys and me can work on stuff together. You got it on the calendar? That's great. I can't wait. And Reina, especially, I love that you actually do songwriting as well. You switched to Twitch because my stream is not working? I don't know why the hyperstream doesn't work sometimes. I have to fix that. Okay, for now we will end this live. Those of you who came, by the way, thank you so much for supporting me on the Hyper while we test it out. It's very important for me to be able to stream from my phone and my PC at the same time. Thank you, Reina. You have a good one too, love. I appreciate you. Hyper is evil. Well, I wouldn't like to say Hyper is evil, but in some ways it can definitely be a little bit frustrating. Hyper is evil. I love you, she. You making me giggle too much. Hyper is evil. um, why copyright strike? Okay, so yes, do you remember that super late night stream that I had where I was teaching like how I make clothes, how I make accessories, how I make shoes and things? I thought I was gonna be cool and that I was going to be able to somehow randomly get away with listening to any kind of music while streaming. Yeah, no. You cannot listen to anything popular or anything that isn't yours ever while streaming because you will get a copyright strike for each one of those songs. Dude, my video, my live stream got like 16 or 17 copyright strikes. It was freaking terrible. Lauka, hello. Good to see you and welcome in. Okay, going back to my heavy metal shirt. I'm going back to my heavy metal shirt. How are you, Lauka? Good to see you. Are you here on Twitch or are you following me on the hyper thingy? Oh, you're following me on the hyper thingy. On YouTube? Yes, on YouTube. My YouTube, unfortunately, was pretty much attacked in that situation, and I couldn't do anything about it basically because I was partially responsible. I'm the person who played that music during the stream, even though I was just innocently listening. The music companies don't give a flying F about those things. If you use the music, you're going to get in trouble. And so I did, which is why I decided, you know what? I'm actually just going to have another stream, and our chair is too small. I'm going to have another stream and I'm gonna just teach again, basically, in a silent room. You love the look? I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you. So if you guys are wondering what I'm doing, when I hold down the Alt button, it allows me to stretch these items. If I hold Shift, it allows me to move these items around, but to be bigger and or smaller, as well as left to right there. Um, how much avatars I've made? Let's see. Let's look at my VRoid folder. There's VRoids here, so I'm not sure how much this is. That is 64. Let's see. 64 here. And then here we don't count the VRMs, right? Because those are just VRoid files that became VRMs. So from here to in a year, I've created 471. Well, as you guys know, I have a VTuber a week, and I've been VTubing for a year. This is 343 items selected. I don't know if I should be proud of that or that's a lot, I know. But I do a lot of things per week, as you guys know. So when I change my VTuber, with that VTuber, everything else changes. My Twitter changes, my YouTube changes, and I'll give you guys an example. I don't know if you guys remember me from last week. Oh, my sound is on for my own stream. Let me turn that off. Okay. So if we go to my channel, it shouldn't show me. Hopefully it doesn't. Channel. Oh, is this my channel? Okay, well, last week I didn't have this picture or this, which I need to change my About Me panels. But you guys are just in time to watch me change my About Me panels because yours truly is in the process of making those. Can you guys see those clearly? So I do this. Some people do this every month. Some people, like famous VTubers, have a company to do this for them. But since I don't, and I do this every week, and I change my model every week, I do this myself every week. Every single week, I have an, oh, we gotta change this and add our new Venus. I literally do this on a weekly basis. Not everybody can do it, and I don't recommend it for everybody. Because also if you don't have a PC, doing something like this may be very hard. You can see it? Okay, let me move this over to this screen so that I could see you guys talking to me. And so for those of you who probably wonder what that process looks like, I wanted to show you guys the step-by-step as I'm doing it for this week because I literally do this every week. So this week we are the pastel sort of heavy metal vibe, right? Let me get my mouse. Hold on a second. Okay. Let me move myself over here. Thanks to Moltar, I actually have two monitors. So I can talk to you guys and see you guys as well as see what I'm doing on the screen. Now, this is the first step. The first step is I create my model. You guys have seen her. There she is. Well, this is the Slipknot model. I was thinking maybe of changing my model twice this week, but I have actually created a bunch of different shirts and things, so I don't know. I have to kind of make up my mind with this type of thing. When you're me, it's very hard to make up your mind with anything related to fashion. So most likely it will probably be the Metallica shirt. And so if it is, once I have created a model, I go and create a photo shoot for that model. Now, for those of you who have played IMVU with me, you guys know I'm absolutely obsessed with photo shoots. And the reason is I play IMVU. If I didn't play IMVU, I don't think I'd be as obsessed with them, but I am. And the reason is I love taking pictures and I love doing photo shoots. If you guys don't like that and that's not your thing, I recommend you still doing these steps for any picture you take, even if it's just your PFP. So I always go to high anti-aliasing here. And 9 times out of 10, if I'm creating clothes online or if I'm doing something for my booth shop, for those of you who know about my booth shop, I will always put the pictures in 4K. And then once I do that, I take the picture, whoops, I put the background, which I happen to choose a random clip art free background. You've received 100 messages. Yo, Aliagla, thank you so much for following me. I appreciate it and welcome in. We do have this picture, so I could technically use this. And let's just use it for shits and giggles. So once I take this picture, Pastel Venus, let's call this Pastel Venus 2, right? This is a high resolution image, and that's what you want for things like social media and such. Then I go to my YouTube, which you guys have seen multiple times change. Oh, with the black box with the dead emoji, I can tell you what it says. It says, oops, you died. I thought it was really funny because it's pink and cute and things, and it's talking about you being dead. Yes, you can rant. Yeah. Hi, Carlwyn. Where have you been? And good to see you. Of course you can rant, Alia. Feel free. How are you, Carwyn? So once I have all my socials and things, I normally will set them up in a row. Right now, I don't have it like that. But those of you who follow me know that every single week, without fail, well, maybe not without fail, I shouldn't say that. But those of you who know that I literally change my VTuber every single week. So this is this week's VTuber. This was last week's VTuber, right? One need only look at my Twitter to see how much I have changed my VTuber over time. But I say that to say this because with these pictures, it doesn't just end up being this picture. All of my socials and all of my branding also changes every week. I don't know if that's something you guys have noticed, but this is how I do it. Once I have my model, I basically will try to get the highest resolution picture of them, put it into Photoshop to edit it, and then I post that in my Discord. This is my Discord picture, in their different sizes. And to do this, the one thing that helps me a lot, which I highly suggest for all of you guys, is using Canva. You've been busy with work? How has work been, Carlwyn? What do you do for work? I don't know if you've ever told me. So then, once I have my little 4K picture, maybe I want to put myself over here, right? Or a different pose or whatever, and a different expression. That's a happy V. Happy kill 'em all. You drive a wheel loader? Oh, I never knew this. Interesting. Thank you for sharing that. And Alia, if you want to type in the chat, you definitely can. One of the things that probably a lot of people, I hope they know about me, but maybe you don't because I'm a VTuber, is that first and foremost, before any games, before teaching anything to anyone, I'm an advice VTuber. So I'm happy to listen to you, and if you want any advice, I'm happy to give you advice. And if you don't want advice and you just want someone to listen to you, I'm happy to do that too. Um, I forgot what I was saying, you guys. Okay, so the booth shop. And then I have my booth shop. Oh, we need to change my throne. So as you can see, for each of these things, I end up having these PFPs and such available for my different socials. And all of this changes weekly. And a lot of people may or may not like this. Okay, this is 4K is too big, doesn't want to accept our 4K, but it will take our little tiny one. Knox says the Venus, I don't think it's good for Brandy to change your look, especially every week you need to stay somewhat consistent with it. Yes, people cannot recognize me except for probably my little gray eyes, which never change, and obviously my name, which also doesn't change. Unfortunately, because I can't actually pick one image for quote unquote branding, changing is my branding. I do not have the ability to just pick one look and be like, yeah, this is what I'm going to look like. I just can't do it. So, since I couldn't do it, I decided to name myself something that's easily recognizable, which doesn't force me to do it. And I don't have to do it. People can, I think, still see my signs and, my style and things. Did I not send it? No, Alia. If you want to send it again, please try to put it in the chat. Good morning. Happy 1 year to us, huh, Sleepies? I can't believe we made it this far. Congratulations to Sleepies. You've been doing wonderful. Did you ever get to watch my YouTube video where I talked about your method of success? I hope you'll check that out. I think I used your name even, but I'm not sure. I think I maybe just said Sleepy actually. But good to see you. You did, and I'm so sweet. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You feel horrible for being an asshole to my parents? I used to hate them, and now. Did I send it to you, Sleepies? I don't remember if I did get to, but I hope I did. It's so awesome. You know what, Alia? That makes a lot of sense. Sometimes, especially when we're growing up, we don't think our parents could possibly have our best in mind. And it isn't until too late sometimes that we often find out that they did. And that makes a lot of sense that you would feel, you know, sorry for that. But I think at the same time, if you are under 18, or even if you're over 18, maybe those of you who are over 18 can relate to this. It's okay that you made that mistake. And I think your parents also understand that you are younger and that you would make that mistake because there is a lot of people out here um, who are growing up and kind of taking those steps that they didn't originally, care about what their parents were trying to do. They didn't see that their parents maybe did know some things that, they didn't know, and they were kind of trying to save them from some things, right? So, I think you making that mistake is perfectly natural, and you shouldn't be too hard on yourself. Even though you were hating them, think now of all the wonderful years that you have with them now that you're going to be able to actually appreciate those little things that they shared with you. Yeah, I'm under 18. Yeah, and so that's fine. That's something I think that basically comes with, growing up and things like that is we end up learning those things um, as we go. So I don't think you need to be too hard on yourself about that. I think that that's something that, comes with time. And you should really give yourself a chance now, if you can, to get closer with them, you know. Because now you could be like, hey, I made a mistake with this, this, and this, but I'm really appreciative of these things that you guys were doing. And I get it. This will actually bring you closer to them. For those of us out there who have had that conversation with our moms and dads, some of us have, grown up with an abusive parent. In my case, so I didn't have that conversation with my dad, but I did have that conversation with my mom. And it feels very nice to be able to get to that point where you can even have that conversation. They probably never thought you were going to get to that point either. Because when you're younger, your parents are kind of exasperated, with you, and they don't know how you're going to turn out. They don't know if you're going to appreciate XYZ, right? They're basically hoping for the best for you, and you're just like living your life, and you're thinking, oh, they don't care about me, or they think I don't know anything, and they think they know so much, right? But it isn't until we get older that we start to realize, oh, they actually do know a little bit more than me. And the reason is because they have that experience. They have that time that they've put in. Kind of like VTubing. With me, with you guys, in a way, this sort of applies. For those of you who are super new to VTubing, you might wonder, well, why does Venus, tell us this? Or why does Venus teach us this? And the reason is because I've made the mistakes. Like, I've gone through the crying in my pillow. I've gone through the, oh my God, I'm the most famous fucking person in the world. All that stuff. It's the entire ride of VTubing, Venus laying down the knowledge. Thank you, Sleepies. I know you can too, Sleepies. I know you feel me on all of this. You're lurking, Kiwi? Okay, take your time. Good to see you, and I appreciate the lurk. Um, but yeah, like for those who are new at VTubing, or those who have like just kind of, started with like all the things that are attached to VTubing, I should say, you guys are basically, looking for the answers, and you're like, where do I find the answers? The other people in the Discord servers that you guys are in are at your level. They're not other VTubers always. Sometimes they're just regular people. And even though we, as this little tiny VTuber community, if we're always talking to VTubers, we tend to think, oh my gosh, the VTuber community is huge. But no, it's actually very, very small. And outside of this, nobody freaking even knows about VTubing in our outside world. If we tell our parents, yeah, I'm gonna be a VTuber, I'm gonna be a famous streamer, they're like, what? Why? That's not a job. They don't even recognize that yet. They don't know about it yet. So, for those who have those early struggles, how do I make a model? How do I export the model? How do I start VTubing? What is a stream schedule? What does it mean to have a reference sheet? Like all these kinds of things, how to make stream overlays, everything. I've already done it. I've experienced it on the journey, which is why I've, started like making these videos and having these lives, like how to be a VTuber, because I've been in it. I've been doing the grind for a year, and it's been amazing, and it's been super hard, and it was depressing at one point, and it's been super fun and freaking amazing at one point, right? You guys who have been with me through the entire journey can definitely relate to that. You found out about VTuber Prom? I know, isn't it awesome? Yeah, VTuber Prom has been going on for a while. I have only had two dates in two VTuber proms. I'm a little shy, so I don't always ask people, but I've been lucky enough to be asked to VTuber prom twice, once by Geekish Senpai, who I don't know if she's still lurking, and also once by Foxy Ryder. Two amazing VTubers that I'm happy to have in my life. Hey, in 2020 I was depressed. Now suicidal? Yeah. Uh-huh. Shouting at them and not listening to anything from them? Yeah. You know what? It's okay though, Alia. And I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name right. Let me know if I am or not. But it's okay. This is not something that you gotta beat yourself up about because technically they understand this. They have been in this situation when they were most likely your age. And here's the thing about 2020. 2020 to 2022 was a time of COVID, and so many people were depressed. So many people, and this is kind of how VTubing even I think exploded. Was 2020 was a time where people were forced to do stuff online that they were not able to be doing when they were offline. So a lot of people started doing things and making businesses and creating, especially creators, creative people, they flocked to this because they basically were stuck at home. And so it's okay if you were depressed in 2020. It's okay if you were depressed in 2021. Depression is not something to necessarily be ashamed of. A lot of people have sort of a stigma towards depression, and some people may mistakenly think, oh, you'll come out of it, or you can get over it, type of thing. Depression doesn't really work like that. Depression isn't something that you get yourself out of. Depression is actually. You're welcome, Ryokin. Good to see you, by the way. And how are you? Thanks for lurking. You're good? That's wonderful. It's been 1 year of VTubing. I can't believe it. And finally, I'll be releasing my songs on Spotify. Not all of them, but at least the background musics that you guys have come to know and love. Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. I'm not consistent at all. And so unfortunately, due to certain health issues and things like that, I don't get to be consistent like the people I admire. Sleepy's one of those. Yes, you are, Sleepy. Hi, Zanik. Good to see you. How are you doing? I was actually having a stream teaching how to be a VTuber and how to make a VTuber. Good to see you guys. Hi, Rune. It's good to see you too. I'm up at your time. I'm awake at your time. Yeah, the thing is too, like a lot of times I'm awake and you guys are asleep. Unfortunately, when I do this sad issue that I have of waking up at 3 a.m. or waking up at 9 p.m. or 10 p.m., a lot of people are, going to sleep at the time that I'm waking up. And so I'm like, oh, it's too late to stream. Or, oh, it's too early to stream. And so then I don't stream. If it wasn't for this copyright strike, I'm actually, in a way, maybe we should be happy about the copyright strike because I wouldn't be streaming to you guys right now if I didn't have the copyright strike. You're still a little sick? Oh, Zanik, I hope you feel better. I'm not doing better yet, but I'm definitely on the mend. As you guys know, I had an issue that happened with my eye, and even from the follow-a-thon, which I didn't meet my goal, but I did definitely break my personal record of 24 hours streaming. For the follow-a-thon, do you guys remember when I was talking about my arms hurting, etc.? Well, actually, I found out that I had a nerve problem. So that's what it was. All that time, I basically ended up having a nerve problem, and I didn't find out because I didn't want to go to the doctor. But when I went to the doctor and it got so bad, they were like, oh, yeah, your arms are not messed up. Your arms are fine. You just can't feel them. because you have a nerve problem. So I may have a damaged nerve, which they're gonna check out for me. A few days ago, my mom told me a year ago, I was crying because yeah. And that's the thing. See, Aaliyah, even mom probably very much understands as is in tune with those times that you were depressed, but also she's gonna be in tune with the times when you're happy that are coming up now and the times that you can totally share with her. So, this is all something to actually be rejoicing about. You don't have to be hard on yourself about this. That explains the pain. Yeah, it does, huh, Ruinace? We were wondering what it was. Runas. I want to know how to pronounce your name in French. I want to pronounce it correctly. Ah, I have to get it right. You're welcome for the advice, but also I'm happy to just listen too. If you ever just need an ear, especially sometimes when we're depressed, we don't want advice. We don't want people to tell us what's wrong with us, right? We just want somebody to listen to us. Sometimes we just need somebody to be silent and let us say what we gotta say, vent what we gotta vent, right? And a lot of times when we do need that, sometimes people don't know that. So if we tell them, hey, I just want to vent right now, I just want to express XYZ right now, I don't want you to give me advice or anything like that, then it will help them to facilitate and know that we don't want their advice necessarily, but we do still care about them and want them to listen to us. Does that make sense? I'll call you Runa. Oh, I like Runa. Am I pronouncing Runa right? I'm not sure. Let me make sure to hydrate. But yes, I hope that helps a little bit and really takes a weight off of you with that, Aaliyah, because you don't need to have that, be carrying all of that around, especially for a time that actually for almost, I would say even 50% of the population was literally going through those times of depression. So don't put that on yourself, Don't feel too bad about that. You're definitely not alone in that. And also, not only that, but many of us between 2020 and 2022, we got sick or we knew somebody who got sick. And that is depressing in and of itself to have some sort of chronic illness or even to go through something like the flu, which is very, very hard on the body. Even that's enough to make you depressed sometimes, right? You draw to vent a bit. That's good. Drawing is a wonderful, wonderful skill, I think. I don't draw, which is a lot of times why you guys will see me create stuff in Photoshop. And speaking of Photoshop, I do want to show you guys a little example of some of the things that I have used to teach others inside of my VTuber workshop in my Discord. So a lot of people want to know things like how to make a t-shirt or whatever, what have you. We can use, I think I have Estrella, or maybe I have you, Zenik. I don't have Zenik. Those ones I think are hidden. Maybe we can use Baby Bear. Hmm. I've done so many VTuber commissions now over these last weeks that it's tough to pick just, well, we probably can use Zenik since he's here right now. So if we did look at Zenik. Hi, Carwin. Oh, you see Carwin? That's great, Knock. You guys can see each other and say hello to each other. Let's see. We can use Zenik with the masculine because Zenik is a masculine representing, right, Zenik? Am I pronouncing your name correctly also, Zenik? Let me know if I'm not. So for Zenik, I believe I used a coat. If I'm not mistaken, was it this one? Okay, this was the Z one. So if we wanted to change the color of this, type to run an ad so we don't have to. Oh no. Okay, 1 second, guys. I'm clicking on edit texture. For those of you who have not subbed yet, don't worry. I will make sure that you guys don't miss anything in the stream. 1 second, I'm just gonna run a commercial. Stupid commercial break so we don't have to later. And those of you who are watching, this is something very basic that you guys can do at home on your own computer, and you don't really need a lot of skills to do it. So one of the things I teach is basically how to do these export and imports. Let me get a drink of coffee here. Okay. Oh, Venus may choke on the stream. That will be bad. Uh, Elia says, my mom is in another city for a business trip and I have a feeling she might die. Why do you have that feeling? Oh no. Yeah, especially if you watch true crime. Be careful, Elia. Consuming too much true crime can change your whole perception of the world. I know, Knock. I might have choked and you would have missed it in a commercial. Okay. So when you guys want to export this, we will basically say export, and then it will ask us where we want to export it. Since we're working on Zenic, basically I'm going to put it in specifically here. SAO vibes? Yes, I was inspired by that. I think Zenic likes SAO too, actually. So we're going to call this recolor jacket layer, just so that I know what the heck I'm doing. I'm going to go to home and just put a little line here so that it's pulled up from the first one. Now, I don't do jack shit inside of VRoid Studio. Everything I do from here, I do it in Photoshop. Why, you may ask? Because VRoid Studio doesn't have the same abilities drawing-wise or creation-wise. So I like to do these things in my own imaging program that I'm comfortable with. And you guys probably have one that you like as well. If you do, type your favorite one in the chat. Actually, it's more of a fear than a feeling. Yes. That's the thing. It is more of a fear. It's very likely not going to happen. She may go on a business trip and be totally fine, but you can talk to her while she's on the business trip. And also, now that you've come to this realization, with the situation of all these years that you guys have had a little bit of animosity, on this business trip that she's on, you can think of ways for you guys to become closer, right? I bet that's not something that you considered, but it is a possibility. You guys can become closer while she's on this trip. So here I have basically made a mask, a clipping mask. And then to change this entirely, let's say Zenik wanted blue or another color of whatever it is. This one is moving to blue only because that's the color that I chose here. But whatever color you choose as your foreground color, maybe red, right? Maybe 1 year it's red, maybe 1 year it's blue. You guys are much more consistent than I am, those of you who are VTubers, so you guys may not change as much as I do. But if you did want to change, you can. And I'm showing you hopefully how so that you guys can be empowered by what you're learning here. I don't know if that sounds necessarily like a good idea of you to contact her, but I'm sure she's going to want to still talk to you, even if she is on that business trip, Aliyah. Also, Knock, I'm not sure if you're creating your own VTubers or if you are either, Ninja, but if you guys are or interested in that, um, that's what this stream is about. This stream is going to hopefully have bits and pieces of everything and all the things that people have asked me, even though it's not necessarily going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Formatted exactly, but it can be cut up into pieces. So you guys can just go to the time or the chapter marker of what you're looking for. A matter of fact, Venus, a team of VR chat devs made an SAO-inspired VR fan-made game on VR chat. Yo, invite me. I want to know about this. Can you put that in the VR chat channel inside the Discord? I'm gonna mention you there. Games. Where is that world? Okay, I mentioned you there. You should get a message about that from me, hopefully. So once we are here, basically what we're going to do is export this as a PNG. All of the files that you're going to use for your VTuber and your VRoid are going to be PNGs. So this is going to be recolored jacket. We'll just call this red because this is red. Not that Zenik wants to wear this, but hypothetically, he might, right? So to add this, I would hide this one because Zenik is not going to put this on. I would right click to import and then voila! Zenik has changed for the end of year whatever he wanted to wear and however he wanted to look. He has a new outfit. This actually kind of looks pretty dope. I might send this to Zenik anyway. Um, but yeah, so you can basically do this to any items that you want to. I created my own PNG tuber. You should put it in the showcase your VTuber channel. I want to see it. I don't know if you know about that channel in the server. I'll mention you. Okay. Yeah, let's see it. Let's see it. Okay. So yeah, so if you guys end up putting it on, then basically you would go through the same process that we did. Right now he doesn't have hair. He doesn't have shoes and things. We would need to change him in order to export him, but the process would be the same. So we'll close without saving for now. We would go to we would go to this, which will allow us to export as VRM, or we upload to VRoid Hub so that Zenik, from wherever he is, far away, can just download this model and use this model on Hyper. And as I said, I don't know why my download thing is not working from my Discord right now, but later when it is, hopefully, I can show you guys, a little bit more about how not only can you download your model from VRoid Studio to put in Hyper. Long time no see. Hello, Grandina. Good to see you too. How are you doing? I love your PFP, by the way. Welcome in. You should be able to put this not only on your Vseeface or your whatever you're using for capturing your VTuber, but also for those of you mobile VTubers, you can just download this right to your phone. And in the VTuber section in my Discord, you guys can upload whatever files you need to, download them, and then delete them. This is also available because we have gotten 14 boosts. Oh my gosh, no, we can't. Well, we will get one boost at some point. Am I right, guys? So if you want to find the Discord, Aaliyah, or if you'd like to be a part of it with us, just do exclamation point Discord or exclamation point socials to be able to find my Discord. Doing all right. Been working a lot. Unfortunately, how have you been? I'm a big Kokomi fan. Very cool. Well, if you are a big Kokomi fan, then you may also want to join the Discord, unless you're already in it and we haven't seen you there. Or you have a different name. Sometimes people change their names on Discord. I have a gripe about this, you guys. Do you want to hear it? Let me know if you do. If you don't, I won't tell you guys. If you don't care, I won't share. You were before? Oh, inactivity, yes. Every month or two, I remove people for inactivity, yes. Well, next time you'll know at least and have a good idea of whether or not you'll be active or not. But hopefully, we will see you again, Grandina. And then what you've been doing for work. One of the things also, you guys, is that as though this particular Discord may seem very large and confusing to some of you, the reason is I don't only serve the VTuber community. I actually serve many communities. So we have in my Discord a community for breakup support, relationships, and advice, as well as X no contact process. We have the VTubers category, which is hidden. I also run 12-step groups in my server, Codependence Anonymous, and addiction related. You're a dog groomer. How wonderful. Oh, that's a shame that you were removed for inactivity. I would have liked to have seen all those doggies. There's also abuse awareness related and IMVU, which has its own category because sometimes it can be a little questionable. A little naughty, naughty. That's okay? You rejoined? Oh, good. Yeah, if you want to put those in IRL pics, I would love to see them. It's a pets channel as well. And so I say that to say this, you guys. The thing about joining the Discord server as well as being a VTuber is basically there's a lot of things to do inside there and a lot of things to see, especially information not just for VTubers, but for all kinds of people from all walks of life. Yes, Runa, exactly. There's a lot of advice given in there. Many times it's in the main channel, but really, it could be anywhere. The hidden categories are not something people need to worry about if they don't want to see those things. And I've actually designed the server to be that way so that it's not overwhelming for people who are just coming in. The general categories that are available to everyone is the Our Life category, the Get Hyped, and the Our Games category. Everything else is pretty much, specifically unlocked or locked. If you don't have that role, you won't have to worry about seeing that. But for those of you who are in fact VTubers, you may or may not want to see information related to only VTubers. So if you choose the streaming role and the VTuber role, that is all you will see. And yeah, I encourage you guys definitely to stop in if you want to. And you too, Aliyah. You don't even have to be a VTuber to be meeting people there, as well as people that are under 18 and people who are still going to school and things like that. Um, th- Thank you so much, Paige. I appreciate that. Paige, I hope I'm going to see you on Saturday for our server karaoke that we'll be having. Paige is one of our resident amazing karaoke singers. Also does her own songs as well, so definitely come by and check those out. How are you, Paige? We're awake at the same time. I'm usually asleep, you guys. You remember leaving? You're overwhelmed? Yes, I remember too, Runa. And I do hope that someday you will be able to come back. There is a way for you to silence notifications on any server. I will teach you guys how to do this. Whoops, that's not the way. If you right click and you go to notification settings, you can get a very specific idea of notifications in any server you guys belong in. So for this, for instance, this one has something like 10,000 people, and I am very close with this one. I sometimes will mute certain channels or I will sometimes mute the whole server. This is the kind of thing I was suggesting for you, Runa. For those of us who have things like anxiety or we suffer sometimes with, getting stressed out easily and things like that with categories and channels, you can literally mute those to at mentions and then you will not see something or be notified on your phone unless you are specifically mentioned or your role is specifically mentioned. So I hope that teaches you guys a little bit about that. You guys don't have to leave servers and things like that just to stop getting notifications. You literally can just right click or hard press on your phone to go to notification settings and change those in any server or right click on any category anywhere. I'll even go to a much larger server than mine. We'll use Lord Athelstan's server because I'm about to release a remix of his. So this is a very big server. But if I only want to see ad mentions or when people are talking about specifically me, I can put it there. If I want to make sure I don't miss anything, I can put it here. So you guys can do the same thing there. Kiwi, I see you there. You surprised me. Welcome back. You're finished on your lurk? I'm teaching notification settings to some here. Normally, I'm not even in Discord when I'm streaming, but because I'm teaching you guys how to transfer your model between your PC to online so that you can put it onto your phone, and those of you who are hyper streamers, this applies to you guys. um, I am on my Discord. And so you can, as I said, use things like Dropbox or Google Drive or whatever, download it right to your phone and upload it right into Hyper or Vertu or Veer. And there's many VTubing mobile apps where you can stream as well as take pictures and things like that of your VTuber, including VRM posing. This happens to be one of my private servers that I will be opening up to people in January. At the moment, nobody knows about it, and so I just use it randomly for these kinds of things. Um, so far, does that help you guys to understand the process of creating an avatar and things like that? I'm good. How are you doing? Pidge says. I plan to be there, Pidge. I hope so, Pidge. I will one day when I can manage my anxiety. Yes, exactly, Bruna. No pressure whatsoever. Anxiety can be very, very difficult to manage and to work with, so I totally understand that. This is gonna be another one, but another thing I thought I could do with you guys today, and I'll take a vote in the chat to see if you guys want to do it with me. Poll. And those of you who are watching on the other apps and the YouTubes, I will also ask you as well. The poll is, do you guys want to see me working on commissions or setting up OBS for streaming? All of these things are associated with one another. Creating overlays is another thing that you're going to have to do generally if you want to be a professional VTuber. So, I'm going to ask you guys, what do you want to see? Slash learn, right? Because it's both. And we'll start the poll. Whatever it is that you guys want to see a slash learn and have me do, or possibly if the commissions include creating a model, just let me know and vote now if you can. Those of you who are watching on Hyper or you're watching on YouTube, please type it into the chat as well. Oh, for those of you who are watching on Hyper, it looks like I think I've lost you guys. I don't know what has happened here. That's very strange. Well, um, hmm. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what it goes on with Hyper. But I hope that I'll be able to show you guys. Okay, so now, okay, 2 minutes is almost up. I see 3 for working on commissions. You guys want to see me create some VTubers? I have 2 commissions that I'm doing. Actually, 3, actually technically 4 commissions. 2 masculine presenting and 2 feminine presenting. Those ones I would basically work on with you guys, depending on what you guys vote here. So I see 3. Do I see 4? Is 4 a possibility? Let's see. I do not know yet. Ryokin says, too. Both of us are very curious, aren't we, Ryokin? Indeed. So one of the things that I want to do, my phone is not charged fully. I won't be able to stream it to Hyper, but I do want to stream working on commissions and working on models to Hyper as well, since that is a mobile streaming app and allows me to, okay, working commissions. All right, we've got 3 for working commissions, and so working commissions has 1. Okay, let me set myself up for that. We don't need to see all of this of me. Oh, did you guys want to play with the avatars? I don't think I've set them up for you guys. Do you guys want to play with your avatars while I'm working on commissions today? Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can set that up. Let's go to my desktop. I believe it's Stream Avatars. Okay. For those of you who are VTubers and want to have neat little thingies like this, you can always do this as well. Well, not exactly like this, but we'll just drop little stars on everyone. Okay, tell me when you guys see your little stream avatar. Those of you who haven't picked one yet or don't have a body or a little person, you guys can also choose one as well. Let me see if I can make this stream avatar a little bit wider. Okay. You make some food? You gonna rest a bit and draw? Wonderful. Thank you so much, Runa. I appreciate you being here. Yes, making food. Yes. You know what? I need to actually make food too. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I have started Baby Bear's outfit. We're going to look at Baby Bear's reference sheet. I believe, well, the thing is, Baby Bear has not asked me to make them a chibi, but I wanted to because it was too cute. And I wanted to take little emote pictures. And that's what I did here. And they're too adorable. So they have not paid, they're not going to pay me or anything like that for this chibi. But I did end up creating a chibi for them. But we're most likely gonna. Is there a channel where that shows your commission sheet? Oh, you know what? I don't know actually if I even have a commission sheet. I actually never thought about taking commissions until recently when I started meeting a lot of friends on Hyper that didn't have a model. Um, so maybe that's something I can create today, but I didn't really have a commission sheet. Um, I was just making models for free. But I think most likely now, because of some stuff that happened with Lies and a few other VTubers, I'm now rather doing a charge first kind of thing. That way they can just say that they created the model. So my idea is, maybe you guys can tell me what you think about this, is if people are not going to credit me when they use my model, or some people will and some people won't kind of thing. And I put so many hours into these models for free, not charging for them, and they're not going to credit me. I'd rather just have them pay me and then the model is basically theirs. So, what I have decided to do after the situation where I didn't see any credit for making certain people's models, I decided I'll do like a reasonable amount for whatever's good for the client as a down payment, right? Maybe to my coffee, maybe to PayPal or something like that. I haven't really figured out how all that is going to work necessarily, but that is like a sort of a down payment, and then they determine that. I don't pick that amount. And so I was thinking from there, if they're gonna have me make an outfit, I can just charge them for the outfit. So if it's something easy that I can make easily, then I don't need to charge them a lot for the outfit. If I'm making a hair for somebody, or if they're gonna have like a base hair, I can charge or not charge. And that way, I think it's good for the client and it's good for me in that I no longer have to expect them to credit me at all since they've paid me upfront for it. And one of the things I'm doing, which a lot of commissions don't do, is I'm giving people their own file. So if I create a VRoid model for somebody, I'm giving them the VRoid file and the VRM file so that they can actually dress the model, change the model, you know, as they want to. What do you guys think about that? I know that a lot of commissioners just give people the .vrm file. They don't let them change their own model or anything like that. So I think it's kind of nice what I'm doing. Hey, Dreamy Kiwi. Yes, Dreamy Kiwi and Knock have been with me for quite some time. 1 year, which we are at. The new VTubers, I don't know what's necessarily going to be the commissions for them, but I figured this way they don't necessarily have to credit me at all if I do it this way. And I do believe that as an artist and as a creator, I do deserve that credit, but it's okay. If people do not want to give it to me, then I won't. I just won't create models in that situation. Does that make sense, Grandina? Hey, Carwin, welcome back. You were lurking? Thank you. I appreciate that. We were taking a vote, Carl. Working out and chilling? Nice. Working out is always important for sure. Um, so the vote basically was, what did we put here? Oh, the vote is gone? Okay, the vote is gone. Well, I don't know where the vote is now, but long story short, we were voting on should I work on commissions and you guys watch? Do you want me to show how I create the stream and set up streams so that you guys can learn? Or something else. Obviously, advice is constantly available. That has nothing to do with the poll. It's up to me at the end of the day. I don't disagree with your approach. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, if when I was doing it, if I had gotten credited by each person and I didn't kind of have that issue, I probably just would have kept going the way that I was with the free models. But once I saw that, I was just like, okay, this is a definite no. Like I cannot accept this. It's one thing that you're not paying me, and it's another thing that I'm like spending my time, but you're also not gonna credit me every time you use my model, and you're gonna just be you know, getting popular and doing whatever. I just didn't feel good about it. I stopped feeling good about creating models, and that's not good for any creator. Like every creator, I think deserves credit for what they do and what they create. Not one time, especially if it's a model that you use constantly. It shouldn't be a one-time post kind of like, yeah, so and so made this for me. Like, no. That's not gonna suffice as credit. But I think that, so that I could feel good about it, I put a boundary there. And I think that's important for all of us. I think a lot of us sometimes we get, upset with certain situations or how certain situations are. Um, and a lot of times it's because it's an area we don't have a boundary in. So when we get upset, it kind of teaches us like, oh, I need to have a boundary in this area. We're gonna do Estrella first because I still haven't finished hers. And I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with this model, but let's look at the reference. I need more coffee actually. Hold on a second, you guys. Okay, let's go to the outfit. I like almost everything here. What I'm not 100% sure about is using this texture for the jacket. I kind of don't want to use this texture now because I realized I don't like it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to 2022 creations, commissions. Do I not even have her in here? I think she might be on the desktop. Estrella. This is the actual reference model. And I actually told the client I do not know how to draw. I'm making this model for you for free, but I don't know how to draw. So this is going to have to be created in a different way, which is what I did with this model. I have, however, actually added chest material for in case she gets shot or goes into some sort of battle. So let me know if you guys can see that on the screen. If you can't, I will fix it. 1 second, you guys. Give me 1 moment. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. I'm back. So this is our reference. And here we have the model herself. Let's have her make an expression smile so we make sure that she looks the same. Smiling. Very nice. Okay. Now we're going to go to the hairstyle portion. And we're gonna remove, not the front. We're going to, oh, these are hair bones. We don't want this. Bones are something that's very, very difficult to use. So we're gonna go with this. Edit hairstyle. And we're just gonna select this to edit the texture. We're gonna remove the shine that is on the hair. Okay. Oh, is this? Oh, this is like this. Okay, she already has no shine, so she's fine. We're gonna close this without saving. We're gonna go to open up her coat, high neck. Okay, we did that part already though. And Xenix we're gonna save. And we'll save it in Xenic. I am not as organized as I would like to be, but I think that's common with pretty much anybody that works on art. I haven't really met a ton of super, super organized artists. Wow, did I really not save the PSD of this jacket? Oh my god. Yes. Yes, here. You can see it, Ryokin? Okay. Oh wow, I really didn't save this PSD. Let's see what this one is. This is Gwen's, I think. Oh my gosh. You guys, we gotta end the stream. I didn't freaking save anything of her jacket. Maybe I put it in downloads. Maybe I put it in downloads. Oh, I did. I put it in downloads. Okay, let's take this out of here. All of these stars for the tactical jacket. Let's remove all of this. This is why it's important to remain organized. Okay, so one of the things I know I don't like, and I originally added it, but I'm just not feeling it now, is this. So we're gonna see if we can possibly recreate this. Not specifically this, because I don't know how to draw, and I don't know how to do shading and things like that. When people commission me, they have a very good idea of what kind of models I've already created. So I think they kind of know what I can create and what I can't. And I like that because that doesn't actually bring up their hopes for something that I, may or may not be able to do. So one of the things we can try with this jacket is we can try giving it an outline. And it already has its own shading. So let's go to edit texture. Okay. We're going to go to edit texture. It's all good, Knock? Thank you, Knock. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Even though sometimes we can't do a certain thing, I feel like that doesn't have to be the thing to limit us. It doesn't mean that we can't do anything, you know? So I like to try to work with whatever it is that I do have or that I can do. And for this, what we can do is make an outline. So we are going to do that. We're going to just get a thin brush, square of course, a very small brush. And because I put this on symmetry, it'll do whatever to the other side. So we'll just zoom in here. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this part is the neck part and this part is the hoodie. So I'm going to actually put the lining over here and over here. I'm going to just use the space bar to plus myself over here. And then I'm going to just get a nice thin line. Now, as I said, I don't have amazing hands, so I'm not going to use them. I'm going to press Shift. Whoops. I'm going to click here. I'm going to press Shift, and then I'm going to just click away from here to make a line. The same thing here. If I was, amazing at drawing like other people and I had steady whatever, then I would basically use that. But that is not, unfortunately, a skill of mine. So I have to use the skills that I do have, which is Shift. And you guys can use this too, of course. And then what we'll do is we'll just kind of zoom out, check the line, see if it's looking decent. It is. We're going to just shift here and go down. Right? This might be too fat. And I think it might be, but the only way we're going to know is by checking it on the model. So we're going to export. Sometimes some of these drafts can be like up to 5,000, but we're going to name this 12 or 11. I think this is the 11th version of this jacket. And then all we do is try it on here on the model. So I'm going to hide this one, hide this, and hide this. And we're going to import and put it on. Going to quick access, we can easily get to it fast. And voila, it is on her. I like the lines in the front. I don't like that there's no lines here or on the side. So we're going to use the red and the pencil to just draw around here where we will want them. Okay, so that's where basically it needs to be. Undo this, Control Z. We don't want to Control Z that much. But unfortunately, there is no redo in VRoid Studio, so we will have to import it again. Okay, so here, we're gonna just put a line. We'll use mirror, which is basically like our symmetry. So that's where the line needs to be. We go do that over here. And let's make our line a little bit fatter using the whatever you call this button, the bracket that is large. We're gonna enlarge our button here. Maybe not that much. And we're just gonna press Alt to go in here. And we're gonna just use Shift to make a line. 50,000 Venus? Why not? No, 9 over 90,000? I don't know, to be honest, Knock. I don't have answers to those questions. Uh, oh, we went a little too far here. So we're gonna just erase this. Just a little erasey. Sometimes I realize I sound like Bob Ross when I'm doing this. But you guys get the picture. Okay. And so here when we have it like this, it pretty much looks identical to here where we have the red line. So we're going to just remove this. Now we're going to save this as number 11. Okay, it's going to ask us, do we want to replace it? We do. And we go to quick access to jump to there super fast. Okay, we might have gone a little overboard with the line. Can you guys see why? So this here is way too thick. And this, I don't know what this is. Yeah, this is probably too thick. So we're not going to be able to do this. Because she has a large chest, her chest in VRoid Studio gets messed up, and this applies to all of you guys out there. You're heading to bed? You so much stuff you have to do before end of month comes? Okay, Knock. Thank you so much for coming. I'm so happy that I got to see you. It's been too long. And please, please, please share those things that I mentioned in the Discord for sure. I hope you get it all done before the end of the month. It's literally tomorrow. Freaking 12/1. December already. It goes so fast. So fast. Goodbye, Knock. And thank you for watching. Okay, we're going to delete this. Now, let's go back to this one. And we're going to undo this because this is too fat. So, we have our little plus. Make this smaller. Maybe a lot smaller. I'm going to just make a line. Hold down Shift. Whoop. Okay. And then I think go up this way because why not? I saw it go that way. Okay, do you guys see where I'm going with this? So now when I export it again, And unfortunately, with VRoid Studio, you do have to export it every single time, as well as import it. Because it doesn't update on its own, since this is located in a different program than where you're actually creating it. So this is looking much better. And we're going to throw this model into Unity so she doesn't have this ugly color around her. She's going to have black like our reference. It's very dark, it's very black. Hers is more like a reddish. We're going to get rid of that. Okay, so now she's looking great. What we need to do here is possibly line the edges with the black. So we're going to go back to Discord. I mean, not to Discord. Back to the file. And then down here, I believe, is the edges. So we're going to call this black piping. And the arms are here. So for this, we take off symmetry because we're not using symmetry. And we're just gonna do the same thing to both sides and export. If there's any changes that we need to make, we can easily do that. Let's call this 12 because this is kind of a big change. We can easily remove that by easy peasy. This is why, as an artist, you always work with as many layers as you possibly can. Boobas can be problematic. Yes, they can. Bye bye, Knock. Thank you so much for coming, Knock. And really, everyone, thank you again for being part of this with me. I hope that you guys are going to end up learning something from this. Oh, this is too fat. This is too fat. So we're going to undo this. We're going to make a thinner line. Okay. We're going to do, let's erase this because we're not going to use this. This is on some other level of thickness for the line. So we're going to go pretty small with our bracket here. We don't need anything too crazy, right, chat? We just need a decent looking black line. And let's see how this looks. Okay, 12. And this basically is how I create not only clothes for VTubers in my shop, but also for commissions and myself. Almost all the clothes that I wear, I usually create them myself. This is looking very strange. I think that's only because of the gathering here of the furniture. The gathering of the material. So we're going to see how this looks. And again, because I can't draw, I really don't like these lines. So we're actually not going to have them at all. They just look too terrible. So we're going to erase this. And we're going to keep our original style. And at this point, I would go to the person that I'm commissioning and ask them how they feel about it, if they like it, and so on. It's very important the entire time that you're working on, especially if you're doing it for somebody else, that you ask them how they feel about it instead of assuming that they might like it or not like it. So we're going to go to Estrella and we're going to ask her if she likes it, right? Hopefully she does, but if she doesn't, we're going to know it. So let's see how this moves on the body. We'll save this as a new top. Maybe we could use some belt buckles from the new VRoid. Actually, let me try that. Let me see if I can put some. Let's see. So the way to layer clothing or add on items is we go to add a template and then we would add whatever it is. I believe it was pencil skirt, but I'm not 100% sure. Jumpsuit, leather suit, bodysuit, pencil skirt. I think it was this. Uh, Let me just make sure. I used it for Pastel V that I'm using right now. And I think it's pencil. Oh, pencil skirt. Okay. So pencil skirt and we need bodysuit belt on the leg. So we'll try to use the bodysuit. Bodysuit and bodysuit. Leather suit. Well, let's go with bodysuit. Okay. So now it's going to be located under there. But to change that, we would be doing that here. We don't want any of this tight part. We don't want any of this. So we're going to erase all of this. Because in VRoid Studio, you cannot use clipping mask or mask of any kind. So you just kind of got to hope you get it straight, which I never do, since I have absolutely terrible, terrible drawing skills due to being shaky. I have shaky hands. Venus shaky hands variation, right? So here, we're just going to keep this part. And we're even going to remove this to bring back her belly. Back belly. Right? Because we don't want any of this. We don't need any of this. Okay? And then we're going to add the belt. So import. Go to Pastel V because I already am wearing that on this week's model. Let's give her a black one. Okay, it's up there. I don't know why it's up there. That's weird. That's very, very weird. Okay, we don't want that. Did I not use pencil skirt for this? Okay, let's delete this. Because I must have used something else. I thought it was pencil skirt, but maybe not. Bodysuit. Let's try this one. Dresses, bodysuit, jumpsuit. I don't understand why it's only showing the top. Let's go to the bottoms. Maybe here is where we need pencil skirt. This can be a little tricky, you guys, but definitely don't give up because there's a lot of possibilities for creating in here. This one is the pants. Okay, so here we're just going to make the hem flare a little bit more. The cuff's not going to matter. but the hem flare does. So here, we're going to delete this again. Let me make this bigger. Okay, we're basically deleting this entire part because we're going to be adding something onto here. And in order to do that, we will import this. And this time, it should be located in what the fuck? It's in the wrong place still. I don't understand this. Okay, for now, we're going to skip this idea because this isn't working and that's a waste of our time. If something that you're trying to do is not working, you don't keep doing that thing. You let it go, and sometimes it's easier said than done. I know. Let me drink my coffee. But you let it go and think outside the box as to what else you can still do. So for right now, we're just going to keep this and we're going to go to Estrella and we're going to show her. Let's get ourselves a nice background like this one has. So we can find this and then send it to her. This is not blue at all. None of these look amazing. Maybe this one. Blue wallpaper, we'll try it out. Estrella background. If Estrella likes this, not only will I use this for her as the background for the picture, but I will also give her an overlay that has this background. So then from here, we just go to open in Photoshop. And we're just going to export this as PNG because this doesn't work for us as the other thing. Right? And we can remove that. And just as I did with the other things that I showed you guys, well, we're not exporting her as VRM yet. Oh no, we don't want her to have that background. If she has any problem, tell her to drink a sip of coffee and don't mind it. I wish. That's unfortunately not how it works. I wish I could do that. I love that, Dee. Okay, so here we're going to basically give her a similar background to the one that she sent us. And if we can, which sometimes we can't, we're going to try to pose her in such a way as the reference picture. So here she's kind of like, yeah, I'm the queen, right? So we want to give her sort of this type of feel. She's looking to the side. Her eyes are maybe going in a certain direction, right? So we're going to have her not look at the camera. We're not going to have her looking happy because she's not happy here. And we're going to have her head go this way. Like, bring it, mofo, right? So we don't know exactly how her hands are, but we do know that her body is sideways. And we're going to sort of give her that little tilt. And this, my friends, is how I make my VTubers look so cute with their little photo shoots. I have really grown to enjoy this part of creating VTubers, and I hope you guys will too. So here we're going to go down. We're going to go down. Okay, it's a little bit more up. And she has kind of a smirky type of expression. The way we do that is by changing the letters of VRoid Studio. Do you guys see this here? This is how you change your model's expressions to having more than just like being happy all the time or being sad or being angry or whatever. You can get more movement using these in different ways, right? So what we want is this model's mouth is not really open, but it is very straight like hers is here. And she has kind of a smirky, smarky, snarky thing going on, right? So we're going to give her that. Okay. Now, again, if Estrella was paying me and, I was going to work on the braid or like do the horns and all of these other things, that would be a different thing. But because they wanted me to make this model for free and it's for credit, I'm giving them what they want, but within a reasonable time that I can work on it, and also reasonably what I can do. So here, let's have something like this in 4K. Right? And let's do, most album covers are 3000 by 3000. There's no reason for you guys to go over that. Okay, let's do this. Post processing is high, as I told you guys. Dee Dee, I'm gonna send her to you if she has a problem. Okay, Estrella 1. Edited. Well, we didn't edit it yet, but I'll edit it later. And then let's just move her over like this. Let's move her eyes up a little bit. I want to get a nice close up of the little heart. Estrella 2. And again, this is something that I literally could do for days because I love doing these little shoots and I love creating the models. But for this purpose, what we're going to do is send her this and see what she feels should be done. So we'll give her this one, which is a full body. I'm gonna move her body back because she's not having this. And we'll just take a picture with that one. Estrella 2 full body. And now I will basically message her and see how she feels about it. So we'll go to Discord. We'll find her. Actually, she's in here. I'm in a Vtuber group. It's called Chamber of Secrets. Okay, and then I'm just gonna drag this over to here. Along with the reference photo. Right? And then basically we're gonna get the feedback and see how the commissioner feels about it. So here we're gonna do, hey. Okay, so she's saying that oh wait, that's blueberries. Okay, that's that's not Estrella. So we're gonna wait for an answer from Estrella, and then we'll go forward and continue. Okay, now she's asking about a different item. So we're gonna say hair question mark. Okay, so now it's back to the drawing board. Now we know that this model should have whiter hair. So we're gonna go here. I have two options, but we're not going to, because she's not paying for this, we're not going to be doing that other second option, which is a texture to put on the hair. So for now, we're just going to use the texture that comes in the program, and we're just going to lighten this hair a tiny bit. Maybe here. This is very nice. Okay, so now let's see how she looks. Okay, take a picture. We'll just use the same one. I love it. I love it so much. Then we're gonna use, none of these have this look, so we're gonna try to, raise it. Looks awesome. We're gonna say it's this one, and then we're gonna just move it here. Look at the reference picture. You see, guys? So basically, this is the process which I do for almost all the models that I create. And we're gonna do this one. Okay. They said thank you, love, which makes us very happy. And we'll send them back. Okay. I also have made a video for you guys. If you want to watch it, that's on my YouTube. And basically, it is how to make your VTuber look more like a live 2D VTuber. So, for those of you who haven't yet watched it, that's definitely something to check out. Let me see if I can pull up my channel here. I believe it's in my playlist somewhere. Oh, my screen froze. How to make hair presets, and it is this video which I'll post in the chat channel. Okay, and so then once we have basically sent them this, and they said yes, I think 3D would look awesome if that's not an issue. We will try to make this one look more 3D. So in order to make them look 3D, this skin is definitely not the best. The original skin would probably be better. So what we will do, let me save this actually before we lose this. I'm saving these as a new item by right-clicking, for those of you who don't know. And we're gonna just save everything that needs to be saved. Everything here has already been saved most likely. But the skin is the thing that makes the difference with the textures and things like that. So we can open this in a different program. So we'll save this. And we're going to tell them that making them into a 3D versus 2D, we're going to have to change the skin. Okay, so we're going to actually open this to use the old program, which was the beta version of VRoid Studio. For those of you who only know about the stable version, this one is where these older 3D skins are. So we're going to use these older 3D skins for the Estrella model. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe this one, I don't know if we can open this one. Let's see if we can. We may not even be able to be honest. Yeah, we're not able to. Okay, so what we can do though is we can add the clothes and all the other items onto this model. I don't know. And this is, by the way, this is free. Everything that I'm doing, however long it's been that you've been watching me, I'm doing this for this person for free. So this is why I get very, very frustrated when people, like I find out that people are not trying to give me credit for what I've done. Because this is not fast. There's nothing fast about this. Okay, so with the old one, we would go to the texture and we would basically on this layer import the other one, which I believe is 12. And we'll just hide this one. Okay. On the old one, though, we cannot add layers. So what we'll do is we'll hide this bow. We're not going to be wearing these pants. Ooh, undies. Little undies and bra. And I don't know why, but for some reason our body disappears in the old one. So it doesn't matter since we're only going to be using the skin. We will try to shape the face as best we can. Okay, and that is mainly, I believe, with the eyes. So we're going to change these irises. We're going to add Estrella's eyes. Import. Oh, but I didn't export all her parts. Gosh darn it. Okay. We're going to have to open her here and then also extract her parts. welcome. Those of you who are coming in new, just watching, let me know if you have any questions about this. I'm happy to assist you. Okay, these eyes are the eyes she has, so we're going to export these. Export the cloudy iris layer. And I have just created this, so I happen to know that this layer is also under there, which is why we're going to export this layer as well. But what we're going to do with the old VRoid is we're going to put both of these layers in here. So we're going to put the first layer, which is the iris itself, and then we put the cloudy layer. On here, we will add the cloud. Okay, beautiful. She's not going to have any hair because of the fact that we're keeping the skin, but we're not keeping the hair. And one of the things we'll do just to see if it will work, which a lot of times with the new VRoid stable, it doesn't, we're going to export the skin texture so that we might be able to put it on her. There's a chance we won't be able to because the eyes are now a different size in the new layer. I mean, in the new version of VRoid Studio. But we're going to try, right? So with this skin layer, I don't think we exported the eye highlights I gave her. So that might be something that we need to export as well. And let's see the difference. Okay. We're going to just export the black ones. Eye highlights, slits, black. And we're going to put them on our model here so that we import her. She'll look the same. These models were the original ones that you may see in VR chat and places such as that. Eye highlights. Where did I put them? Okay, black. Now she's starting to look more and more like our other model. So her eyebrows are higher. We're going to make her eyebrows higher as well. But to do this, we would go to Design, Eyebrows, Position, and go into the negative. Negative 1.0, and they're way the hell up there. Negative 0.550. They're pretty high like this. So we're going to leave them there. With the eye shape, her eye shape is specifically shaped in a very specific way. So we're going to go to irises. We're going to close this without saving because we already have all of this here. And then here with eye sets, we're just going to kind of copy whatever eye it is that she does have, which I don't know what eye she does have. But we do have positions here. So we're going to copy these. The only difference is this one is using X, Y, and Z angles, similar to Blender and other programs like that. I believe Unity also uses X, Y, and Z angles. If I'm not mistaken, guys, correct me in chat. I'm not 100% sure about that. But I do believe that these eyes are thinner with a wider iris. So we're going to do that. We're going to widen the iris, eye width larger. Okay, not that. We want iris width larger. Iris width larger. There we go. Hello, Dracule. How are you? Good to see you today. And then here we're just gonna, this lower lid, we want to get um, a little change in here. So let's do inner eyelid slant downward because she does have that. And then let's do upper eyelid lower. Oop, that might be too low. Outer eye slant is fine. Outer eye slant downward. Okay, so you guys get the picture where I'm going with this. We're basically going to try to get these eyes to the place where the other eyes are. I'm improving actually. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that, Dracule. Um, I basically have been in a situation with my health, as you probably heard or saw in the server. But I found out that I was having some nerve issues and things. I'm on the mend though. I feel really good about it. I'm actually going to be going to the doctor tomorrow. But they're going to be removing my eye bandage next week, and I'll be going to the doctor tomorrow, and they'll be hopefully doing a some sort of, I don't know, maybe an MRI or looking at my blood work and things like that. So I'm excited about it. They do. Who knew that they were such a problem? They really do suck. How have you been doing? What have you been up to? It's nice to see you at this time. I'm usually not awake this week. I've been resting so much. Okay, let's go to this one. I'm working on a commission. You've actually just come in on the middle of the commission. You've been playing WoW? Oh, what have you been playing in WoW? That's awesome. Have you been loving it or what? I feel like she needs eyeliner. And another color. You're playing WoW too? What the heck, you guys? You guys are both playing WoW without me, huh? Well, not really without me. I haven't been very forthcoming with my WoW gaming. That's not you guys' fault. That's cool. So, are you guys enjoying the new updated things? You think my avatar is cute? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Cuter? You think my avatar is cuter than my commission? Oh, yeah, I think so too. My commission wants to look a very specific way. So we're going for this, which I think she's cute as well. But I love my avatar. What do I look like? Let's see me. Oh, I'm so adorable. You've been playing Wrath Classic? Oh, okay. Hmm. Very interesting. I don't think I know what that playing is like. Because I haven't played any of those classic ones. I know they had Burning Crusade Classic too, but I didn't play that one either. Let me give you guys stars since you guys came and hanging out with me here. All stars for us. Stars, stars, and more stars. Alright, let me see if my jump works. Oh, it doesn't. My jump does not work. What is this travesty? I'm gonna have to type it in the freaking channel. Am I getting anything? Oh, I got 300. I'm beating you guys. I'm beating you guys. I'm catching all of these ones. So what is you guys' favorite mount or the thingy so far? I know that there's been new mounts and things like that, but I don't know specifically, past that what they've been having. Woo! There's more stars. I'm gonna beat you guys. I got like 300 so far. There's a lot going on with the mounts? Really? What is you guys' favorite one that you've gotten so far? Oh, what the F? I'm catching 100 and 200 here and there. Can I give more? Oh, I can. Estrella hopping in at the last minute. Look at you. Well, you better press jump before they're all gone. I'm jumping with you guys. I love it. Hi, Zenik. Welcome back, by the way. You guys are just in time, Estrella, to see your model. So this is her, and this is going to be her skin. This is called the 3D type of skin, and I'll show it to you up close. I'm going to take off the guide. That doesn't help anybody, right? So this skin is a 3D skin. The one I gave to you is a 2D skin. So that yours could look more like a quote-unquote anime style. But this one is a 3D skin, which she has on here, but I'm gonna be importing her with this skin into the other program. So this will be her skin. Let me take a picture for you so you could see it. And I'll also show you the body as well. Okay. This, oh, what the F? You guys see this nonsense? My thingy is not working. Copy. Okay. Check Discord so you could see. Okay. This one, since you guys are watching, I'm showing you guys all the body parts and things. This is going to be the quote-unquote 3D body. Now, for extra pay or whatever, I usually will do stuff with the body and like give it more realistic parts and things in case of whatever future this VTuber may have. But in this is the 3D skin. The one that you have right now is a 2D skin, which I did customize. Hi, Brandon. Okay. So it's very different looking. As you can see, this one has more clearly defined, etc. But this model will look different with this 3D skin. So as your commissioner, I want to give you what it is you like. The glory of the WOTLK Raider achievement? Oh, interesting. Yeah, gosh, I'll tell you one thing. I freaking miss raiding in WoW. I think that's the only thing I miss, to be honest. How are you, Brandon? I feel like for me with WoW, let me save this as Estrella and then import her to the other one. Estrella 3D. Um, I feel like for me, the thing I loved about WoW the most, was definitely raiding. You doing good? I'm glad, Brandon. You completed it once? Yeah, I wouldn't probably want to farm it either. I'm sort of one of the reasons I'm not doing as much is because I don't miss the farming. I don't want to go back to farming, I feel like. I don't know. I just feel I feel I don't know how I feel about it. Thank you so much for the congratulations on 1 year. I appreciate that. So here I'm gonna actually quit this. Not quitting you guys. I'm quitting this program so I can put it into the stable version. I do. I like to clear one raid at a time in World of Warcraft. I don't really even tell people anymore that I play World of Warcraft because I haven't in so long. But World of Warcraft is actually what got me into raiding at all for that matter. You like blue dragon riding, but you got an egg that will hatch in 7 days? Oh, interesting. Congrats on 1 year. Yes, I can't believe I've been VTubing for a year. But that just goes to show you guys, I won't let you down. I probably have already figured out whatever it is that you guys might be facing as VTubers. Finish it one time without farming it over. Yeah, that's what I mean too. I would rather do it that way. I don't really like the farming idea. I'm not, I don't know. I feel like I've maybe gotten lazy. I don't know what it is, to be honest. If you have any questions, Night Monic, on something I'm doing or something that you're seeing, feel free to ask me. I'm happy to answer those questions. And yeah, welcome. We're gonna go here to the 3D Estrella and we're just gonna open her up and convert her to the current one. So we're gonna say stable. We have things like the hair and all the other textures and things. Uh, what? Failed to import lorem ipsum dolor sidamet? Nani? Okay, that just means we probably need to close the program and reopen as a cheat. FYI, I hope this always works for you guys. So we're just gonna close it and reopen it. We're not even gonna take no for an answer, right, you guys? Okay. Um, but I feel like farming for mounts and the whole idea of farming for mounts is so crazy. Okay, here we go. Save as a destination. I did that. Yes. What? Why is it not converting my model? Ah. Okay, well, this skin is gonna look bad on her, but I'm gonna try it on anyway. Let's see what happens. You know what? Yeah, that's true. Achievement hunting is definitely like that. Oh yeah, I can't. I used to do some achievement hunting myself. Okay, so we're gonna go to skin. I'm gonna edit this texture and we're gonna add the 3D, but it's not gonna work, you guys. I can tell you that right now. Ah, thank you so much. I appreciate that resubscription and you use TTS. Borrowed power like artifact? Oh, I don't miss artifact power or azurite power for that matter. Well, that's good that they at least removed the AP grind. Let's go to Stella who's born here. And we're gonna try to put this layer. But it's not gonna look right. I'm telling you guys. It's gonna look bad. I hate it. Yeah, look at this. This is unfortunately doesn't work on new version of VRoid Studio. So this is the 3D one, but as you could see, the face is sunken in, and the reason is these two are located in a different place. The eyes are located in a different spot. So these are very big, and these are extremely small. You see that, Estrella? I don't know if you're watching this as I'm working on your commission. Brandon, thank you, by the way, for subscribing for 6 months in a row. I appreciate you. It's been 6 months already. Oh my gosh. Brandon is our top, I think has reached the top one. I think you're probably the number one subscriber right now in the And remind me later, Brendan, to add you to the VIP. I just found out about VIP, by the way, which I think is very cool. You can name certain subscribers as a VIP, which I think is so awesome. So I'd like to do that. I'd like to name you as that. Yeah, I'm not sure about this, Estrella. This does not look good. This looks very bad. No. Okay, we're gonna show. She's gonna be like, what the hell? I don't want that one. How you been doing, V? Well, I've actually been doing okay, Brandon. Thank you for asking. I really have been focusing a lot on healing, especially these last 2 weeks, because I found out like something was wrong with me and I had some random issues. But now I'm doing better. I feel like next week when they take off the eye bandage, I should be great. And I found out I have some sort of nerve issue. So I'm going to be working on that little by little, but I didn't want that to stop me from streaming and spending time with you guys and seeing you guys. It's been such a long time. So I wanted to stream and come and hang out with you guys and work on the commissions and do. I like to do everything that I normally do, but I like to do it with friends. So doing things like commissions and stuff, I like to have you guys be a part of it. I'm glad that you all came actually. Normally I've been asleep at this time, so I've been missing you guys all these days. Let's see what Australia's confirmation is. Oh no, I'm able to. The model doesn't convert for some reason. But if you want the other skin darker, color of reference model, I can do that. Okay, and so yeah, this one is not the one we want. Her face has disappeared. You saw my name online? Thank you so much. You saw me stream? Yeah, it's been a while since I have streamed. By the way, this is what's underneath all of us. Pretty scary, isn't it? If I zoom very, very, very close into my body, you guys may see the same thing. Okay, or not. Or not. I guess with me it doesn't count. What the F? Well, it's not working for some reason, but I know if you zoom into my head, you should be able to see my name. Yeah, it's not working. Okay, I will have to show this to you guys later. This is like a secret tips and tricks stream that has so many starts and starts. This is because I'm on coffee, you guys. Okay, so here we'll zoom out. We'll go back to her beautiful face. What is that face, Dracula? Oh gosh. So, do you guys remember the exact date that I had my first stream with you guys? From 1 year ago? Whoever's the first one gets all the stars. In fact, if you can figure the date or you remember the date, I'll give you 10,000 of these stream star dollars. Oh my gosh, you had 5 cups today? Whoa. Wow, you are old school. Dracula wins, I think. That was one of my first games. It was streaming WoW. Okay, Dracule, you have earned. Let me find you. Let me find you. Dracule, Dracule, Dracule. Why the hell do I have 15? Okay. You currently have 60,000, but I'm about to change your life. And do exclamation point currency now, Dracule, so you can see. Uh-huh. Check it out. Thank you, Dracule, for everything that you have done and for being part of even my first freaking stream. That is such a big deal. That deserves 20,000 freaking $20,000. 20,000 gold. Oh dang. You played WoW with me. Yes. Do you guys remember playing WoW with me? No, Dracula doesn't remember that far back. That was a long time ago. I don't even think I was a streamer back then. I think I sent you guys pictures of me back then. Remember? I wasn't even a VTuber. I used to share my pictures and things. Oh gosh, I could totally be doxxed. People could possibly know what I look like and things. Oh no. We played so much WoW together. Where we were Horde, remember? Oh gosh. It was the first stream, but it was like years ago. Dude, it was like, I don't even know. It's been that long that I don't even know when it was. But it was way before I started streaming, remember? I don't even think I played IMVU. Actually, okay, story time. Story time real quick. How the hell did Venus even start playing IMVU? I'm gonna tell you guys, okay? Come closer. Come closer. I'm gonna whisper in your ear. This is basically how it went down. I used to be a hardcore World of Warcraft raider, constantly farming for achievements, always farming for mounts, always trying to be the top in my server. Here's what happened to Venus. Back then, I wasn't Venus Variation. I was just Venus and Eevee, right? Remember, guys? I was Eevee Storm Rage. Yeah. Eve of the Dark, Eve of the Light, Eve of the Hunt, Venus of the Veil, Venus of the Night. I had so many names, but mainly I was uh, using my Demon Hunter. I was going hardcore doing mythic raiding, and I freaking hurt my hands. I basically had an accident, a physical accident. And instead of being smart and taking a break, I wanted to try to be the top in my server uh, in raiding. So I iced my hands and I stayed raiding for 2 more months as me and my guild did Mythic in the Legion X pack. Long story short, your Venus was an idiot and hurt her hand to the point where she couldn't even do dungeons on Mythic anymore. And she had to literally be carried on the backs of her guild members. They were very, very nice to run me through many, many Mythic keys. We did have fun. We did. It was so wonderful. But since I hurt myself, I started to not be able to walk with WASD or my mouse. And it was so bad that my guildies started doing keys for me on my character. And I would just log into and go to the chest. Finally, my guildies kicked me out. They were like, look, Eve, you have to stop playing WoW. And they basically forced me uh, into a break. I was crying and very sad because I really, really, really wanted to freaking be the top raider. And I wanted to definitely be the top demon hunter, which I could not steal that crown from my then demon hunter guild at the time. Long story short, I started a rabbit. You guys, those of you who are new in VTubing and even to mobile, you don't even know about Rabbit. But Rabbit was wonderful. I think Brandon and Dracula have both been to my Rabbit movie nights. Do you guys remember those? That was such a long time ago. So, this website, Rabbit, would allow you to stream movies for free with your friends and all talk to each other at the same time, like a voice chat. Yeah, we were always there. We even had karaoke, remember, you guys? Everybody would sing. Even if we couldn't sing, we still sang. Long story short, I met someone, a wonderful, wonderful trans girl. Remember the strange one, you guys? And the strange one told me about another game called IMVU that I didn't have to use my hands at all. So, since I needed a break, I was like, let me try this IMVU thing and see what it's all about. And I hated it until I heard music and I was able to dance. When they showed me how to dance and how to DJ, that's it. I was hooked. I was hooked on IMVU. And since I was still injured, I couldn't go back to WoW. A lot of things happened within me being in IMVU, and I started giving advice. I created a virtual room and I would just sit in there all day long, feeding people, virtually hanging out with people, right, you guys? Remember when I started making avatars and helping people make avatars in IMVU? So I started creating a bunch of things in IMVU. I started creating clothes and furniture, avatars, all kinds of things. And for some reason, it really kickstarted my creativity. I taught myself Photoshop by playing IMVU because I wanted to make my own clothes, even back then. Long story short, I was playing IMVU for quite some time until I found out about Craftopia. And when I met with the armor in Craftopia that was basically naked girls, I was like, no, I want to create my own clothes for Craftopia. And I fell down the VTuber hole. I was like, I'm going to create my own clothes for this VRM in Craftopia. And then Valheim. Remember, I started creating armor for Valheim. Oh gosh. And after that, I decided, you know what? I'll still give advice and still help people since I'd already been helping people on Reddit and such. I'll just do it and in a Discord server and I'll start doing this VTubing thing where nobody ever has to see me. It won't matter if I age. It won't matter if I gain any weight, right? So I started playing Valheim and creating in Valheim, and I started creating in Craftopia. And little by little, I inched over into the VTubing. And as I would learn new things, would make videos on those things. How to make an avatar, how to put your avatar in your game. And that led to where we are today. Am I right, you guys? Did you see Valheim has a new update? What? It does? No, I didn't see that. Tell me more. I would like to know. I heard actually that there was another big update for Valheim. I think it was not Hearth and Home, but it was Yes, it was Mistlands. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you guys. Back when Valheim was first created, I low-key was cheating, using a lot of cheats back then for the commands and stuff. And I remember going to, oh, I wish Psycho Kensho was here because he was with me on that. We went secretly to the Mistlands, and there's another area you guys don't know about. It was like it was a hot area where everything is in lava. Have you guys checked out that place? I don't think you can sail there. We had to use a cheat to get there actually. I forget the name of it, but Mistlands was one of the first places I went to. So I literally got to see Mistlands long, long, long before this update was even out. And I remember creating with a couple of my friends in Valheim, we had a shared server. I don't know if you guys are out there watching, but we had a shared server and they tried to scare me so much up in the tree. They were building up in a tree. I freaking left the tree, jumped all the way down, and just made myself a little tiny house on the ground. Because I wasn't having it. I wasn't having it. You can access a test branch. Oh, can you? I don't know if you are in the Discord server, but if you are, can you please join and post that in the Valheim channel? We actually have a Valheim Discord channel in my Discord. I will at mention you if you are in there. I don't know if you're one of the shy ones who has left at Grandina. Oh, but I don't know what your name is in what is your name in do you have a different Discord name? Kilani? Okay. Let me add mention you there. Oh, I love it. Okay. Here. Here. Yeah, sometimes I don't know if you noticed, but we have been getting patch updates. But sometimes the patch updates have been so weird and wonky for some reason. This is the Discord for those of you if you want to. Can I? You don't mind? Okay, yeah. Just because it will help me find you sometimes when I want to message you and things. Okay. Yeah, that will be good. Okay, I actually changed it. So yeah, guys, long story short, I definitely have had so many good times with well, initially Rabbit, definitely in WoW, but also Valheim kind of brought back that sort of cohesiveness that I really felt like I had with World of Warcraft. I don't know if you guys feel the same way or if you guys have had that experience, but for me it was so fun, you know. Dracula, I don't think you've played Valheim with us in the server. We did have a dedicated Valheim server, a dedicated Project Zomboid server, a dedicated Minecraft server, and yeah, I don't think you've played Valheim. That's definitely one I think you would love. You've been excited for this WoW X-Pack? Oh, since Burning Crusade? Oh, wow. Oh, Estrella's beating me. Estrella's back. She's going for the gold. 200 from the jump game. Estrella, I'm going to probably give you guys. You too, Brandon. Since you were one of the OGs, I'm I'm going to give you a little gift. Let me see if I can find you guys though, cuz sometimes I can't find you guys. What you got? Holy shit. Is that really how much money you have? How can I Okay, I Okay, check now. Check now. For all my old schools, yo. These gifts are for you guys. Did you see it? It should be 20. You should have 20,000 more gold. So you can get a lot of things for your little guys. You guys don't have to keep these avatars, by the way. If you ever have a suggestion for me on what avatars you want me to install, I will add new avatars for you guys. I only put Kirby because me and Michael were having like a thing about Kirby. But if you guys want, you know, Pokemon, if you want, gosh, there's so many different kinds that it's not even like there's so many avatars. And I can actually put them in from other games and stuff if you guys want, like characters from games, characters from movies. You guys can be those cars as well if you want. You like Pokemon one? Okay. For next week's stream, I'll add the Pokemon ones, and we'll keep the Kirby ones. Those of you who love cars, I know that. Oh, wow, nice. You got 1,000 from that one. Ooh, that's a big one. Let me see if I can get one. You converted from private to a tier 1? Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Brandon. Brandon, I got to give you the VIP thing. Please remind me later. Let me see, since I'm on this right now. This is kind of a behind the scenes thing. I hope you guys don't mind seeing this. But the way to do this, I believe, for those of you who are streamers, you may sometimes need to know this. It's called viewer rewards. And I believe uh, channel moderation, I believe. Let me see. Stream moments, collections. I don't know where I put. Oh, roles. Here, Brandon. This is where it is. I'm going to add you to this, but I don't know if I'll be able to find you. Because sometimes it doesn't work. Oh, it did work. VIP. This is something new. Congratulations, Brandon. You have just been listed as a VIP. This one has, I believe, a special role, and I've been wanting to use this as this is new. I hope you like it. I don't know exactly if it will change your experience or how it changes your experience, but I think it might be something that you might like. Also, if you guys hear yourselves in my background, I apologize. I don't know what that's all about. Strip getting. Whoa. Okay, let me damn, 500. Okay, Estrella. Okay. SJ SJE is gonna be your new nickname. Okay, so we're gonna go with this. And for now, I'm gonna save what we have of you. But if you want to have a darker skin, as I said, we can do that. Let's close without saving because we're not gonna use the other skin. Kiwi's getting in on the action and at 300, what the F? Let me join you guys. Let me join you guys. Oh, damn, what the F? So many people with new subscriptions, even Psycho can't show? Thank you so much, Brandon. You guys need to definitely give Brandon some love. Shout out to Brandon for these gift subscriptions. Whoa, that's amazing. And last playing Gotham Knights, let's watch. Let's watch, let's watch. I haven't played this yet. Ooh, dang. Hey, that was awesome. When was that one from, Brandon? What was that like? Who all did you end up giving gift subs to? I didn't even see, but it was a lot. It was like a huge amount actually. Let me fix my chair. I don't know what's going on with my chair. This chair is getting winky wonky. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. We need a big chair and a big Venus. Let's make our desk bigger too. Kappa Kitty is all the way down there. We're gonna put him up there. You're welcome. Yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You don't know? You just did? Oh, that's okay. I wonder if I should keep my screen the way it is if you guys still want to see that display capture. It's up to you guys. I'm not sure what it is that you guys like to see at any given time. Oh gosh, this little desk is a little too small though, I feel like. I feel like I'm so big and the desk is so little. You just did? And the gifting process, I think, picks random people. Let's see. Let's see who the people are. The people were as follows. Flowbell. Oh, Flowbell's going to be so happy with you. ACS. Cream Cookie. Oh my gosh. B. And Master Pidge. Pidgey. Pidgey's going to be excited too, I think. Because you guys at subscriber level get to pick new ones. Boop Vio says, hi Vio. Welcome in. Good to see you. Guys, Vio is one of the people who has something that I'm going to be working on of theirs. Right, Vio? Should we tell everybody or are we keeping that a secret? I love it. I love it so much. That's the gift. You know what? We don't know everybody who like it went out to, but that's fine. Well, I don't think we need to know for it to be super awesome. Oh, I do play the same.